Let's go ahead and give Sagar a round of applause, please.
Hi, my name is Sagar, and today I'm going to be talking about music in the modern world. My purpose is to inform the audience about music in today's world, how it has changed over the past few decades, and how it affects our society, especially teenagers. To achieve my purpose, I've used devices such as inclusive statements and rhetorical questions. I've also used statistics to provide strength to my argument. I chose this topic because music is an important part of my life. I love music, and I listen to music a lot. I'm sure all of you love music as well. So now I'm going to start my talk. I would like all of you to raise your hand if you listen to music. Everybody does. Okay. Good afternoon. My name is Sagar. To start off my TED talk, I'm going to talk a bit about music. Now, music is something that everybody has his or her own specific opinion about. It acts as a catalyst for new ideas. Music sends out good or bad messages that have big impact on how people act. Students spend a lot of time listening to music. A survey was conducted in Northern California in which high school students were asked about the time they spend daily listening to music. The results showed that on an average, a student listens to about 3 to 4 hours a day listening to music. Also, the students reported about spending 23 hours a week listening to music. More recent studies have shown similar huge numbers. Is this okay for teenagers? Now, listening to music is not a bad thing, but the real question today is what type of music you're listening to and how it may affect your life and your thoughts. Now, music have undergone intense changes over the past few decades. During this time, music has become inappropriate for teenagers. Now they have strong reference to sex, misogyny, racism, and violence. Back in the days, music were about love and anti-war. It showed emotion behind the songs. Even the old school rap showed segregation and pain of living in the streets. But in the modern world today, all we care about is music that has catchy beats. We don't really try to understand what is the meaning behind that music. In today's world, we have different types of music, varieties of music. We have songs that embrace teen sexuality, to lyrics that seem to advocate less controversial ideas of misogyny. I myself have come to question the aim of pop culture today. I see music as a mode of communication, one that has power of reaching millions of people around the world. But perhaps in today's world, its tremendous influence is being manipulated to promote what should be suppressed. The majority of music in today's world has strong reference to sex and misogyny. I would like to take the recent hit song, Little Lambs, Borrow and Sing, as an example. Now, this song has reached #1 position in 14 countries. It is currently enjoying its position in the US Billboard Hot 100, where it sits at #4. Besides all this, I strongly criticize the song for its use of misogynistic lyrics that promote rape culture. The song also conflicts with the core value of equality and the commitment of having zero tolerance for sexual harassment. Now, I'm not disputing the quality of this song, but the real question today concerns the choice of language for songs and whether the message it conveys is being received and treated appropriately by all age groups. Many researches have shown that violent music has been linked to aggression and violence amongst teenagers. This has led to the murder of about 3,500 teenagers between the age of 15 to 19 years old. Also, about 150,000 teenagers are being arrested each year for committing violent crimes. The cause of this is basically aggression and violence that is amongst teenagers. Now, the use of taboo language in music is of special concern in the modern world, as it possesses unprecedented threats to the health and well-being of teenagers. I strongly believe that the use of such language encourages teenagers to do what is wrong for them and for the society. It affects and at point changes their beliefs. It also emboldens them to take decisions that have dangerous consequences. Now, the use of inappropriate language in music provides a very blurred view for teenagers as it exposes them to themes like sexuality. Now, this may be right from their perspective, but in reality, such telling sex as normal and acceptable in music may allow the teenagers to accept to early sex life. This provides a blurred view to teenagers about sex and how it fits life. Now, I'm not asking you to stop listening to music, but what I'm trying to say is that you should be aware of what type of music you're listening to and how it may affect your life. If we together, as a society, can stop teenagers from accessing such type of music, then there will be hope for the society. Now, I would like to end my TED Talk with this quote by Nick Hornby. People worry about kids playing with guns and teenagers watching violent videos. We are scared that some sort of culture of violence will take them over, but nobody worries about kids listening to thousands, literally thousands of songs about broken hearts and rejection and pain and misery and loss. Thank you. Moving on to my rationale. In part 1 of the course, titled Language in a Cultural Context, I have attempted to analyze the impact of inappropriate language on modern music and its effect on our society, especially teenagers. I chose this topic because I wanted to share my thoughts about music in today's world. As I told you earlier, music has changed over the past few decades, with strong reference to sex, misogyny, racism, and violence, which has a negative effect on teenagers. The purpose of my TED Talk was to inform the audience about music in today's world, how it has changed over the past few decades, and how it affects teenagers. To achieve my purpose, I used devices such as inclusive statements, rhetorical questions, and statistics to provide strength to my argument. The audience for my TED Talk was young adults and teenagers. I started my TED Talk by asking you to raise your hands if you listen to music. This allowed me to gain your attention and also make a connection, establish a connection with you. Throughout my TED Talk, I used rhetorical questions such as when I said, "Is this right for teenagers? What do you think about this?" Now, this helped me keep the audience entertained and also keep them thinking. This draws them more into the TED Talk and allows me to make, again, a connection with them. Also, throughout my TED Talk, I used inclusive statements such as when I said, "If we together, as a society, can stop teenagers from accessing such kind of music, then there will be hope for generations to come." Now, these inclusive statements brought us all together as one and helped me establish a connection with you. I also used statistics throughout my TED Talk, such as when I said that about 3,500 teenagers are murdered and 150,000 teenagers are being arrested. Now, these statistics allowed me to provide strength to my argument that music has a negative effect on society. I decided to end my speech, a TED Talk, with a quote because I wanted to end with something good, something inspiring that will add all the things together. In conclusion, I would like to say that music with inappropriate language does have a negative effect on our society. I hope all of you understand that now with my TED Talk. But at the same time, good music is very important and powerful. It also, as it helps us relax our mind. Life without melodies and harmonies would be completely empty. Music is amazing. Without good music, life would be a mistake. So don't let the bad aspects influence you, and listen to good music and enjoy life.
Thank you. Who's up next? Who's up next?